welcome to your sacral chakra new frequency activation. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Whether you want to be sitting down or lying up is entirely up to you. But go ahead and just make sure you're not going to be interrupted for the next 15 or so minutes, and take this time for you. And just start settling down into your body, no matter if you're laying down, sitting up, just again ensuring that you're open and that nothing is crossed, nothing is blocking, no arms are crossed, no legs are crossed. Just settle in and give yourself permission to receive. Slowly just connecting to your breath and making note of a point above you. If you're laying down, maybe staring up at the ceiling. If you're sitting up, just a point on the wall across from you. Can be any point. And just focusing into this point intensely, like this point is the only thing that matters. Your life depends on this point right now. Focusing at this point, staring at it, focusing on it, focusing on it, focusing on it. And of course, breathing all the while you focus on this point. And slowly just start becoming aware of the fact that this point is part of a greater room that you're in. And then noticing that this point is part of a greater house that you're in. And expanding outward and coming to the awareness that you are in the middle of a certain town, in the middle of a particular city, in a state, in a country that is part of this beautiful globe called Earth. And then as you expand outward beyond this point that is Earth, allowing your eyes to close, settling deep into yourself, and beginning to focus on your breath now. Directing your attention to the seat of your intuition, into your gut. With your inhale, taking this time to activate your gut brain. Nice deep inhale in, exhaling out through the mouth. Inhaling in and exhaling out through the mouth. And again, inhaling in, down into the gut brain, exhaling out through your mouth. Beautiful. Your next inhale is directing to your heart center, your other mind, your heart mind. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. Feeling that relaxation as it spreads through your body. Feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Really settling in, opening to receive. Giving yourself this time. Letting anything else drift away. And then directing your next inhale to your real brain, your physical brain, that area behind your third eye. Just sending some loving energy up there as you direct your attention in with your inhale and exhaling out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And on your next inhale, I want you to notice your body, feeling your body, connecting with your body, feeling the support of the ground beneath you, knowing that you are entirely held, safe, and secure in this moment. And as you inhale, traveling up, bringing your attention to the crown of your head as you start to envision this beautiful, brilliant, purpley white beam of light just expanding up out of the crown of your head, expanding up and connecting to your soul star. And then as you inhale and exhale, dropping down into that root and letting that brilliant, beautiful beam of red root chakra energy connect you deep into the earth, anchoring you deep into the earth, knowing that you are supported, held, and nurtured right now. Your roots deep into the earth, your upper energy connected way up into your soul star, and you start to expand. And as you expand, you're just noticing and on your next inhale, you're going to travel up, 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 that beam of light, up, 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 boom. And you find yourself in your quantum space, this beautiful space of creation, of infinite potential, where anything is possible, anything. Your vortex, this is your vortex. This is where you create. This is where every desire you have ever had has been sitting and waiting to come to form. And as you float across, here comes a door. And this doorway, this archway, this beautiful, brilliant doorway, noticing what is it made out of? What color is it? This is the doorway to the command center, to your energy center that is known as your sacral chakra, your svadhisthana, your own sweet place, your inner sensation, your true inner softness. That is what svadhisthana is all about. And we're going to make our way over to that door. And as you make your way over to that door, coming through the door, and you find yourself in a beautiful, brilliant forest. And as you walk down a path, making note of what kind of plants are growing around you, are there any animals? Is anyone there with you? What does it look like? Is the sun out? Is it nighttime? Is it daytime? Is it cloudy? Are you noticing any particular types of flowers growing? What does the path look like? And as you make your way down this path, you find yourself next to a beautiful, brilliant stream with flowing energy, flowing water. And as you walk down the stream, you notice that there's a pool up ahead of you. Now, what does this pool look like? Is the water moving? Is it swirling? Is it still? Is it stagnant? Is it clear? Is it cloudy? Now, you may feel something about this water. Take a breath. There's nothing to fear here. It's just energy and it's just water. And as you walk up to this pond, you see this version of yourself. This version of yourself, because this is the pond where all of your infinite timelines, all of the infinite possibilities of you converge here at this timeline. And this is where you get to now choose. You get to create a new frequency. You get to connect to a new frequency. And everything about this pool has everything to do with your deepest emotions, with your feminine energy, your masculine energy, your right to receive pleasure, your right to feel. And as you look upon this other version of yourself, you see that this is the beautiful, brilliant version of you who is basking in their entire power and their right to feel and their right to receive. And you notice as you watch this version of you standing there, what are they doing? How are they standing? What are they wearing? And as you walk up to this version of you, You stare upon each other for a moment. And this other version of you opens their arms and draws you in for a beautiful, brilliant hug. And while you're in that embrace, you're just allowing yourself to receive that embrace. Just receive it. Just receive it. Give yourself permission to receive it. And as you give yourself permission to receive it, every single cell in your body is activating with this new frequency of having the right to receive. Letting that frequency, that new vibration, giving yourself permission to receive, letting it course through every single cell in your body. Every single cell, locking it in, locking it in, locking it in. Locking it in. Locking it in. And as you lock it in, you feel it. You feel yourselves responding to this beautiful energy. And the next thing you know, you're merging with this other version of you. You're merging and you're feeling now what it feels like. You're feeling what it feels like to be supported emotionally, to be in touch with your emotions, to believe you have a right to your emotions, to understand your emotions, and wiping the slate clean about your belief systems about emotions, because this version of you doesn't have all these stories and narratives about what emotion is good and what emotion is bad. There's no narratives. And as you merge and you sit in this being, in this version of you, I want you to feel through every single fiber of your body, feel what it feels like to have no narratives about your emotions. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Let it go. Releasing, releasing, releasing the narratives. You don't need that anymore. This is new. You don't need that anymore. You get to choose. You don't need that anymore. You don't need that anymore. And you don't need that anymore. And as you clean through this storage of belief systems and narratives surrounding emotions, you just feel yourself growing lighter and lighter and lighter. And now you lock in this lightness with every single inhale. You're locking it in, you're locking it in, you're locking it in. You're storing it, you're coding it. Literally seeing the energetic coding of this sacral chakra be rewritten. Maybe you're seeing visuals. Maybe it looks like light. Maybe it looks like energy. Maybe it looks like data. Whatever you're seeing, feeling, smelling, tasting, or touching, or hearing is exactly right and perfect for you. Trust it. And as you're watching this, you're feeling this rewriting of this coding. You're locking it in and you're storing it and you're locking it in, locking it in, locking it in. Overwriting all of those old, outdated templates and grids and codes. And then you're bringing your attention to the idea of masculine and feminine. And you're taking a moment to reflect upon what it feels like to be in this version of yourself that is fully balanced, that is fully activated in all of their brilliant divine masculine and sacred feminine, both alike, intertwined within your own body. Understanding that you are yin and you are yang, you are masculine, you are feminine, you are the action and the receiving, you are the doer and the receiver, you are everything in one. And as you connect with and you code your own being, you code and you connect with this idea of balance. Maybe you feel it firing through every single cell in your body, up into your brain, firing through your synapses and your neurons as they recode and they activate parts of your brain that you had yourself convinced that you weren't good at or weren't strong at. Giving yourself permission to love both. Understanding that every single part of you is brilliant, beautiful, and loving. And finally, as you stand in this version of you and you lock in more coding, you also feel what it feels like to be living without guilt. You feel what it feels like to stand tall and stand proud and stand strong, but humble at the same time. Knowing that through every single part of your life, you've only ever done what you knew how to do. And you don't have to judge yourself for that anymore. And as you release and rewrite the guilt coding, the guilt templating, I am calling in my guides, I am calling in my light beings of the highest light to come into this space and to work on the fields of everyone who is listening to this live or as the recording, to help rework and rewrite the grids around guilt, the grids around shame, the coding around imbalance, creating space for the new, the empowered, the expansive, creating space for them to be rewritten with beautiful God and goddess codes, king and queen codes, mother and father codes of the highest balance, dissolving the guilt grid, dissolving the shame grid, dissolve, dissolve. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Releasing and releasing and releasing. Taking this last moment to continue to lock in this new frequency, this new coding, this new gridding, this new blank slate when it comes to emotions, understanding that you, like water, are fluid, you are flexible, you can shift, you can adapt, you can overcome. The water is the strongest element on the planet. It wears down the hardest of rock. It moves mountains. It cuts through rock. It creates canyons. And like water, there is strength in your emotions. And perhaps for the first time in your life, you are realizing that your strength actually comes from your vulnerability. Your strength actually comes from your emotions and learning to be in touch with them and express them in a mature and healthy manner. And that emotions at any given time are just like clouds going across the sky. And you lock in this belief system, this knowing, this infinite trust that you are the blue sky at any given time. You are the blue sky. Your emotions are just the clouds. And you finally understand that you can watch them drift by and choose. And that at any given moment, you can shift your thoughts and shift your emotions. And you have every right to do that. And that no one can make you feel anything that you don't want to feel. And you claim that power for yourself now. You claim that power for yourself to no longer ever be a victim again, because you have ultimate say and power over your thoughts, your emotions, and your vibration. And as you step out from this version of yourself, you feel the difference. And as they look upon you, maybe they have something to tell you. And you close your eyes and you receive the message. Maybe they show you something, maybe they tell you something, maybe they write something, maybe it's just a knowing. And it may not be anything, and that's okay too. And then you step away and you sit down into this pool, noticing what's changed about it. What color is it? Is the water swirling now any differently? Is there any difference in what's around you? And you just bask in the moment, like emerging from the water, just refreshed, reborn, cleansed, purged, renewed, fluid and flexible. Perhaps feeling things, feeling energies coursing through your body that you've never felt before. Fully allowing yourself to stand strong in all of your divine glory, all of your beauty, all of your beautiful sensuality, free from the shame, free from the guilt, free from the pain, stepping into your right to feel, to receive, and to be. And when you're ready, making your way out of the pool, looking around, walking down the path slowly. Again, just taking notice of anything that is around you, any flowers or plants that are popping up, any animals, any messages. Is anyone showing up? And you have this knowing, you have this deep knowing that is now coded into the core of your being, that you get to choose. Like the water, in any given moment, you can choose. You can reroute. You feel your beautiful, brilliant, strong roots going deep down into the earth, and you are nurtured by them. But at the same time, you know that you are beautifully, brilliantly fluid and flexible, and you can let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Because you understand now that you can never lose what is really you. The only things you can lose and get rid of are the pieces that aren't you. And maybe they feel like they're you, but now you know they're not, because you know the truest version of you that you just connected with and that you've now activated the frequency for in every part of your being. And as you find your way back at the door, you step through the door. And as you reach the door, you notice there is a beautiful, brilliant cloak hanging next to the door. And you notice, what does this cloak look like? And as you take it down and you knowingly wrap it around you, maybe it's sparkly or glittery or shimmery, colorful, rainbow. What is it made out of? Does it have a hood? Is it floor length? This beautiful, brilliant cloak is your own powerful energy, and it is wrapped around you as a cloak of protection. Because while you do this work, you may be sensitive, and this cloak is here to help you, to protect you, to serve you, to connect you to your own power and your own knowing, so that you remember in any given moment, this is your cloak of choice. This is your cloak of love. This cloak will let nothing in that is not love. You do not have to keep the boundaries up. You do not have to keep the walls, the concrete walls. Energetic boundaries. This cloak is your energetic boundary of love. And it's going to start teaching you how to be vulnerable and still be safe. You are safe in your vulnerability. Because remember, you have ultimate choice over what you feel. And this is the cloak that's going to help you understand that. And you can wear it every single day. You can take it off if you want. And as you step through the door, you've got a whole new stride with your cloak of love and choice. And you find yourself back in your quantum space, your vortex. And you notice it's got a different vibe. Because now that you've opened yourself to receiving, there is much more potential and possibility flowing around this place. This beautiful, brilliant balance of masculine and feminine energy streams within you has activated all kinds of stuff in your quantum space because you need both masculine and feminine to birth anything into existence. That includes your wildest dreams and manifestations. And now that you've activated both of these energy streams, there's all kinds of activity in your quantum space. And this is where all of your desires are getting ready to manifest down in the 3D. And your only job is to go forth and embody the vibration of what you really seek to attract. And you understand so much now. And then you find yourself traveling back down, 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 down into your body. Beautiful. And as you come down into your body, you're taking a moment to notice, bringing that awareness and that attention to the floor and the support beneath you. Bringing that awareness and that attention back into your body. Taking a moment to scan through your body and noticing what feels different in your body. Connecting with your breath. Nice deep breath in and out through your mouth. Whispering to yourself, I claim my right to receive. I claim my right to feel. When you're ready, wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe rolling back your shoulders or sitting up, rolling onto one side, and coming back to this beautiful, brilliant room and looking around at your new reality. Taking a moment to connect with yourself and notice how you feel. Perhaps you feel lighter. Maybe you're crying. You might notice that your joints are twitching or you feel energy moving. This is all good. It is all right and it is all perfect. Everything about this sacral chakra connects us with our need for change. So we have a need for stability and we also have a need for change. And those of you that have spent your years trying to control everything, you've probably been resistant to change if it hasn't been on your terms. But that's exactly what's been blocking you from having everything you want. And because you now have a connection to the brilliant simplicity of it, maybe you have a chuckle. Because this is where we also get to have fun at the expense of ourselves. We get to release. And as always, it would be highly beneficial for you to ground this into the earth so you can go outside barefoot. If you can, journaling is wonderful. If there's snow on the ground, just put your feet on the floor or the ground level of your home or apartment. And just visualize the earth beneath you because the earth is still under there. Ground this new reality. You've just coated your body. You've just regridded your body with this new frequency. This new frequency is much higher vibration than your old one. So be gentle on yourself. You may be tired. You are doing work even though it feels like you're just listening. You're working. There's work being done on your fields while you sleep. Just allow it. Nurture yourself. This is all about taking care of yourself. If the root chakra is all about core, base, survival needs, the sacral chakra is all about the nurturing needs, the emotional needs, the sweet aspects of life, the pleasure. So go out and indulge. Give yourself a bath, go get a massage, have a treat, indulge in something, but something that's good for you. Indulge in something that you're going to feel good about indulging in because remember, you've just activated a brand new, brilliant, beautiful, guilt-free self-care frequency. So now you get to choose. And if the old guilt frequency tries to activate, just thank you, I release you. And turn back to your new frequency and put on some new music and indulge. And if you guys have any questions, please fire away in the group. Drink lots of water. You're flushing, you're clearing. Drink water, have a bath, have a shower, and just see yourself being cleansed. Much love.